the totalitarian state cometh. I tell you this because I was lucky enough to have been born in America. And after visiting 60 countries around the world and living in 7, I can tell you that freedom of speech in other places is non-existent. When I was in Syria, I was there shortly before everything blew up, months before. I was told the story that somebody attempted to give Bashir Assad a compliment that he's done a good job opening up the country, and people moved away from him. Why? He found out later because it is construed, or could be construed by the Mukhabarat, the Secret Service, that you are criticizing his father who had passed away for not doing a good job. Is this freedom of speech? In Thailand, I made a subtle joke about the king and the 1-minute advertisement they gave, which is essentially brainwashing material for Thai people about the king. By the way, fabulous guy, awesome guy. If I ever go back to Thailand, that's my view of him. And the joke made the person uncomfortable and they left. And I found out later that if you say anything negative about the king, you can be in prison for 20 years. Again, the lack of free speech that exists around the world compared to America. And even in England, you can be thrown into jail for stating something online in a tweet that somebody finds disparaging. This is not what free speech is and what personal liberties are. And the United States is the grand protector. And right now in the UK, if you are a thorn in the side of the establishment of the government, then they are going to try to demonize you and demonetize you and make your life a living hell. And now we've talked the last couple of days about Russell Brand and the fact that he's been accused of decades old, 15, 16-year-old allegations of sexual impropriety. And he's denied it regardless of whether or not he's done it. The question belies itself. Why did the media not show up earlier to investigate said allegations? Why are they conjuring this up now that he's become a critic of mandates, of war, and in favor of personal liberties? It has to go through your head. Now, it turns out that Elon Musk, along with Rumble, have declared no and innocent until proven guilty to the UK government that wants to deplatform him, that wants him demonetized such that he can't make a living. If you become a thorn in the side of the establishment, they're going to come for you. They're going to do everything they can to take away your ability to earn. They are going to try to shut you down, and by virtue of that, scare other people into compliance. If you can shut down a fairly large voice like Russell Brand's, then who else is going to note this and say, I better not say anything contrary to the government? This is a different way of shutting down free speech by using their leverage against private companies in order to stifle dissent, which is exactly what they've done with Russell. And according to a tweet by Mario Nawfal, Elon targeted for not canceling Russell Brand. X refuses request from government. As many social media platforms work together to cancel Brand, Elon Musk has spoken. He is not suspended from this platform. Innocent until proven guilty. This is because, like Rumble, Elon was issued a letter requesting that he cancel Brand's ability to earn, preferably even cancel him from the platform. But just getting Brand demonetized would be a victory for the government because, again, it sends the message to any other dissident that dares to try to stand up to them. And thank God we have people like Elon Musk, like Chris Pavlovsky, the president, founder of Rumble, who stand up for free speech against the totalitarian censorship that these governments want to impose. Because say you were a ruler of a country, wouldn't you love it that any person who spoke up against you would fear going to jail for 20 years or tortured by the Syrian Secret Service, which is the Mukhabarat, which if you even mention that word to a Syrian, they will go cold and stiff because many of them have had the unfortunate opportunity to have been dealt by them. This is what they're trying to do in terms of gaining control in the Western world, in the United States, in Great Britain. And that's why we all have to speak out against it. That's why it's good to stand strong before the enemy advances and makes inroads into our freedoms. And why I so strongly support Elon and Chris Pavlovsky, and why I'm urging everybody to join me at rumble.com versus horrid YouTube, which gave in to the UK demands and demonetized brand. Yeah, Google has a lot going on and a lot of lawsuits, and this is exactly my point, is the fact that the fascistic government is teaming up and using the leverage that they have against private corporations in order to gain more power. And this is the definition of fascism, the merger of corporation and state to do what neither could do on their own. And they are able now to leverage corporations into canceling you. And YouTube gave in, and I am an owner of Google stock since 2010, and it's ballooned in value. You'd think I'd be very grateful to the company, but what stands stronger and looms larger in my mind is the potential loss of freedom that they are trying to exert over the United States. So please stand strong, and please applaud Elon Musk and Rumble and give them your business. Dump YouTube. Go to places where they protect our freedoms, because for me, that's worth far more than the monetary gains that I've derived from the Google shares I own, and why I will demonize the company even to my own financial detriment. Please applaud Elon for standing up to the fascistic UK government, to the Orwellian request that they take the livelihood of a man who is innocent until proven guilty, which previously was the foundation of British common law. And a miracle that we were able to uncover this principle and apply it to our judicial system. England is backtracking on what they've created. America and people like Elon and Chris Pavlovsky and Rumble are protecting it. God bless. Godspeed.